Today we're going to talk about shell voicings. So we're going to do a blues in G today. To build a shell voicing, what you want to do is you want to start with a regular chord, and we're actually going to use 7th chords from now on. So the 7th in the blues is always going to be a whole step away from the root again. And to build the shell, all we do is take the 3rd and the 7th from this chord. And usually our left hand is going to be playing the root. All right. So this would be a G7 shell voicing. And you can also, the cool thing about this shell voicing is you can also invert it, so you could put the B on the top. That'd be another G7 shell voicing. And now let's build the C7 shell voicing. So there's our C7 one and D7 again. And what you'll notice, the kind of reason that we use shell voicings is that the C7 shell voicing is only a semitone below the inverted G7 shell voicing. So this was our G7 shell voicing, and if you invert it, it's just one semitone away from the C7 shell voicing. And then the D7 is one semitone above, as it's a whole step above C. So with these shell voicings, you can actually go through the blues. We're going to do a new left-hand pattern as well. Instead of this Chicago pattern, we're just going to kind of break it up and do a nice country blues pattern. So nice and simple, just getting those voicings under your fingers. Okay. And then you want to do the same thing, but start with the regular G shell voicing, and then also do the inverted C shell voicing. So this is the C1, but it's inverted. So again, the same voice leading works here. Awesome. So then we can actually add some notes to these shell voicings. The one note that we can add is we can just append a note with our pinky in our right hand. So in this case, we're going to add the 9 of the G chord. Right. And this note can stay here for all the chords. It's a matter of taste whether you like this for your C chord, whether you prefer this one, so either one works. So this is going to be our 1 chord. It's now a G9. And now we're going to leave our pinky there. We're going to do our 4 chord, and then back to the 1. And again, we're going to leave our pinky there. And this little trick of having our pinky there actually works really nice in the other position as well. So G7, and then we have C9 now. And we can even just keep it here for the D even. Great. So I want you to work this out in a couple different keys, and then we're also going to look at the minor key, which everything kind of works the same, but the difference is we're using minor 7 chords. So let's do a blues in E minor. So now it's a minor chord, and then here's the 7th. So for the 3rd and the 7th, that's our shell, right? We're going to do a new pattern as well. So instead of, we're just going to change the rhythm a little bit. Just like that. All right. And so let's do the shells. So this will be the E minor 7, and then the A minor 7 would regularly be like that, but we're going to invert it so it's right beside the E minor 7. So it's a little different. It's not just a semitone below, but just one of the notes moves down. So again, we have what we call good voice leading. Alright, so that's our A minor. And then as you remember about the minor blues, we have to go to the 6th chord, which is C. There's our C7 chord, and then the 5 chord. And then back to the 1 chord. So let's work that out. I'll do it up an octave. Then C, B, E minor. Cool. Let's add a couple notes to this. Let's add the pinky. This one you actually have to change the pinky for the A minor chord too. Well, you can keep that, but it's a little bit awkward. And now C. Here you have to change the pinky actually every time as well. So for the C chord, okay, you could do that, but let's change the pinky, use this standard voicing, this one, and this. So now once we append that note to the shell voicing, we will actually have what we call 3-note voicings in the right hand. And then again with the inverted shell, if we start with this one too, with the appended note, bread and butter. Here, it's a nice spicy chord. So C9 chord was regular. The B chord, we actually did a sharp 9 because the regular 9 doesn't fit in the minor key. The flat 9 kind of fits. The sharp 9 is more bluesy. Great. So I want you to work on those shell voicings in a few different minor keys as well as a few different major keys and adding some notes to them.